Hold off. All right. So do you remember when I talked to you guys about the creepy TikTok trend of people announcing fake celebrity deaths to their hysterical female family members? We say female family members because they were all women. This has gone into the real world or to the world of celebrity culture because Angela Bassett and Courtney Vance's teenage son had to apologize for participating in a fake celebrity death on trend on TikTok. Here's the problem, guys. The person that their son told his mom died was somebody that she worked with on a movie.
Michael B. Jordan,
Killmonger from Black Panther.
After the death of Chadwick Boseman.
It's like me
Kinda
going
mean.
up to, it's like Dane. It's like me being like, Dane, Mary died.
What?
But for serious, it'd be like me or me going up to
No.
That's how I'd be. I'm like, what?
Dane goes, oh darn.
that sucks.
That's what that would be like.
No, but I mean, I know I seemed pretty callous the other day when we were talking about this trend, and I was like, it's hilarious. Don't care.
I think most people.
But
I think most people agreed with you. I think
some
everyone
people
called
were
me
on
kind
your
of a boomer.
side, others weren't. I was basically saying like all of these people in these videos, first of all, are overreacting for clicks, or it was planned. And secondly, if it wasn't planned, they're probably just celebrity idol worshippers who need to like reevaluate how they feel about these like parasocial connections they have.
It's like their son didn't realize that they're part of the group.
Like this is totally different simply because of course like she had a personal relationship and connection to this person. And after the death of another co-star on this same movie, and the fact that she's likely not returning to the franchise after her character died, I'm sure it was incredibly hard to hear this and then find out that her reaction was like to a prank, you know? And then the son posted this video apologizing. But first, I want, can we show the original TikTok?
We'll show the one of her reacting.
Yeah.
This is how, this is the most real out of all of them that we saw.
Because she's not like screaming and writhing on the floor like the other ones.
What a day.
Where'd you Postmate from?
Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Did you wait, Mom, Dad? Did you hear this? Michael B. Jordan dead at 35. 35.
Stop it! You're playing. You're
35.
You're playing.
What?
The fact that he's just like snickering to himself.
Mom, this guy you knew died. Isn't that hilarious?
Like, does he know that these people actually interact?
It's
and they're like
weird, dude.
They know each other.
It's weird. Like
that is odd.
It would be. It'd be like, hey, Dane,
Trolling your mom for the cloud, Dad.
Also, I'm picturing the lecture because if you guys don't know who Courtney B. Vance is, Courtney B. Vance was the fantastic district attorney on the Law and Order series.
I love how you say her name.
Courtney B. Vance.
Courtney B. Vance.
He's a guy. It's a guy.
Oops.
Courtney's like, and if you like, he's got this great slow voice, this great
Courtney's
delivery.
a girl's
Sounds
name.
very.
Roasted.
Courtney Kemp is a guy. I think the guy who created Power. I know 2 male Courtneys actually.
Personally,
Yeah, but
funny.
Okay, so like I'm picturing him giving a very stern lecture to his son in this very calming voice that will prevent his son.
I'm not angry.
from
I'm
ever-
just disappointed.
I'm just disappointed.
That's the worst, though.
In you, son.
Those were the worst.
I want to play his apology because I don't know if he's genuinely remorseful or not.
No, I mean, I think it's just it's a mixture of like not understanding the subtext, being a part of the culture that the TikTok trend is actually making fun of, and not realizing that you're part of that culture.
Well, he is like the quintessential Gen Z, like TikTok clout obsessed kid who doesn't understand the significance, the gravity of what he's doing. That's what you were calling out the other day. And you said like, oh, it's like if you told someone that like their family member or friend died. And I was like, okay, if it's like a middle-aged white woman who's creepily obsessed with Ellen DeGeneres, finding out that Ellen DeGeneres died and is like hyperventilating and freaking out, that causes secondhand embarrassment, and I don't think that it's a dignified reaction to somebody dying that you had no personal connection with.
Yeah.
This is obviously different.
But I'm just saying it shows you there's kind of like it short circuits, right? Like the internet short circuits our brains. For all intents and purposes, as the son of one of these people, he should have understood the reaction that this would cause.
Unless this was intentional, like just to to get to her, which is kind of psychotic.
That's kind of
nuts. Is this a big deal,
I just
though?
sent you his apology video, and I want to like get your opinions on whether you think he's being genuine. I think he like did this on an Instagram live or something.
I'd like to apologize for for taking part in such a harmful trend.
Sounds like his
I
parents made him
apologize
do
to
it.
Michael B. Jordan's
Yeah.
entire family, extended family, and
extremely
him directly,
scripted.
as he is an idol of mine, and taking part in a trend like this is completely disrespectful.
Come on.
I don't.
It's like a newspaper with the date on it. It seems like he's being held hostage.
Someone's like
This
holding a
is
gun
like
to his
Any
head.
bad
New ISIS
ramifications
videos.
of my actions upon his family, nor my parents, as they deserve none of the backlash. And I own this was a mistake, and I hope this can be a teaching lesson to anyone else who uses social media as a tool and a source of entertainment to truly understand that your actions can have consequences that extend beyond you.
I mean, I'm kind of here for the personal responsibility.
Someone said
aspect
that
of it.
ass whooping must have been
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, dude, like, I'm here for the personal responsibility aspect
It's-
of it.
no!
It just feels fake.
No, we
It's
don't.
weirder that he's
We're
saying
not.
Michael B. Jordan is an idol of his. So like, why are you joking about him dying?
Dude, it
I
was
love this guy. He just fake died.
it was it was a joke at the expense of his mom for like 5 seconds, and she had an odd reaction like, oh no, like, okay, like, who cares? He's not dead. You could Google it.
Someone said, I know he's in the car because he's not allowed in the house right now. Ah.
Dude,
Is this really a big deal?
Someone said she beat him with a vibranium belt. Oh, no. Someone said the apology is not enough. I need to hurt you. Okay, chill.
Okay, what
chill
the
with
hell?
that. That's not your child.
Look, it's just like I said. I just think it shows a disconnect in our culture. That
Right.
It would be weird if you were to do this about like somebody here, to somebody else here.
Of course. But Dane is a grown-ass man and understands social interactions more than a teenage kid.
Yes.
Who's isolated from the rest of the world. Like, someone tweeted
The best
a
compliment
very...
I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Put that in your
that
bio.
he's
Dane's
not
grown-ass man.
completely unaware of social boundaries. So this tweet said, I feel sorry for the younger generation because we used to make the same mistakes. The difference was the whole world wasn't witnessing it at the same time. This is why I say social media literacy needs to be implemented into curriculums. I'm not so sure about that last part because I agree with Brett on the front that like having this much invested in attaining a very temporary level of TikTok clout is detestable, and he should be taught better than that. I think that's the main reason he did this. The best solution is just don't be on the app.
What celebrity
Don't make
death?
that your personality.
What celebrity death do you guys think was fake when you heard it? For me, it was Kobe. I was like, no way.
Interesting.
He's
I thought that
probably dunking as we speak. I still don't believe it.
I thought that death was like that had some like fishy aspects to it as well, and people talked about that.
Kobe?
But
He
there
died
were
with his
no-
daughter, which is messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the hardest part to me with that one was like, there was like within an hour after Kobe died, like you got the people on Twitter who were like, let's not forget that he's an R word. And I'm like,
Oh, really?
oh yeah, like that was a thing. Like
Was he convicted?
No, he paid out, I believe. I think
Okay.
he settled out of court.
Well, you have no idea then what really
like
went
you can't
on.
really know. But it's like, like if you go to California, you understand what a big deal Kobe is. Like so much
Yeah.
of like the people that I know in skating that live in California, there's so much overlap in the culture there. Murals all over of Kobe Bryant. You know, the idea of Mamba mentality is like he affected so many people. And
His name is a verb.
Yeah.
So when you like
Kobe.
throw something,
Yeah.
when you throw
Yeah.
something at
There's
like a
a-
trash
there's a-
can, it's like
there's-
Kobe. Like,
there's a fantastic montage of people missing while saying Kobe, like while
I
throwing
love those
stuff
videos.
in the garbage. It's
I sometimes do that even if I'm alone.
oh, same.
but like to me,
I want to be a
it's been-
verb.
One of the most interesting things about this job is seeing the different. Sounds ghoulish, but it's like seeing the way that different Hollywood deaths have affected people differently. Jason David Frank was an absolute shocker to me. How many people were?
Who?
The dude who played the Green Ranger on Power Rangers.
That's
like his death hit a lot of people really, really hard. And or the DJ for Ellen DeGeneres. Both of them had very big impacts for people that I didn't know the DJ from Ellen DeGeneres, and I remember Tommy from Power Rangers as a part of my childhood. But you see how much longer that reach is going on, which is why I pushed back just a tiny bit and saying look, I'm not saying that these people aren't dorky for being obsessed with people that they've never met in their entire life, but I don't know if the thing that I want to be doing with my time is hey dad, Bob Seger died. Isn't that funny?
But okay, so what my dad about this, did he instantly be like, JK mom? I'm kidding. He's
kind of. It was
not in the video at least, but he was laughing and she was still panicking a little bit. Sometimes naturally young people just don't understand the permanence and gravity of death. And it's natural that it's on the onus of the parents
or the internet
to signify that to them. And I have to at least, commend Angela Bassett and Courtney Vance for impressing that upon him, even if his apology seems very rehearsed.
No, it seems like he was he just got done with the punishment.
He was
now
genuine, and I have to commend them for that, because there are so many children of celebrities that do not understand the permanence of not only death, but of the things that you post on social media. Those things never go away. People will remember that he did this forever.
Absolutely.
And then I'm comparing it to Kim Kardashian allowing her daughter North on TikTok against the express wishes of Kanye, who said very rightfully so, I don't want my child on this app that is, not only controlled by a nefarious foreign government, but also has so many sexual and adult themes and bots and predators and just brainwashing. I think it's natural that a parent wouldn't want their kid exposed to that kind of thing.
The social media aspect of it, the public aspect of it is what matters. Dark humor is normal. Me and you have extremely dark senses of humor. That's
not me.
But the thing is there's a difference between
Dane is totally PC.
There is a difference between using dark humor as an outlet amongst people that you've developed a close actual social bond with and doing it externally for clout. I don't see those as the same thing. Also in the chat somebody said but Bob Saget did die. I actually said Bob Seger, not Bob Saget. I think Bob Seger is still
get it right.
I think Bob Seger is still holding on. Yeah, the death of Bob Saget was crazy too. That one, and Chester Bennington, that one affected a lot of people.
The Linkin Park guy?
Yeah, the Linky Park guy.
How was it?
Lincoln.
I hate that every time a celebrity dies these days, the tweets are half RIP and half, but what about this thing they did wrong one time?
In the 80s. It's and that's,
even if it's legitimate, it's irrelevant. Yeah. It's irrelevant. They're dead. What are we going to do now? Cancel them again?
Yes.
From the grave?
That's those are the.
We can try.
It's why, whenever the YouTubers that I would talk about how SJWs are these, the YouTuber that I talk about a lot is Zach from Comics Minute talks about, I fought in 2 wars on multiple continents. SJWs are the worst human beings I've ever met in my entire life.
Base.
He's like, if you go to war, you understand, the people that they're fighting for something specific, right? They're fighting whether it's for their homeland, for a specific cause. He goes, SJWs, they just want to hurt you. They just want to cause you harm, and they want to destroy you for no reason other than it's fun.
I mean, but these people are unlovable even by themselves. So that's what I'm saying. And when I was reading Bronze Age Mindset, the
powerful name drop.
Is it? Yeah. I think the biggest lesson in that book is to completely not worry about these people because they're so self-defeating.
That they'll die out eventually.
Yeah, their whole. That's not true.
But don't we see
their whole
pictures of them with kids?
No, but their whole
kids.
Their whole shtick depends on ignoring reality. How long can that sustain? Yeah. Life slaps you in the face eventually, every time. Karma's undefeated.
We'll see. I guess you're right. In a lot of ways, you've talked about how eventually social justice warrior, this culture will be replaced with something else. You think it'll be worse. I don't think it maybe I'm more pessimistic, but I'm what comes from here that could be better. Whether that's an age of have you seen that article? There was an article recently about a group of high school kids who have purposely gotten off social media and smartphones. They all have dumb phones on purpose because they just don't want to be connected to the internet.
There's even a whole brand of those so-called dumb phones, which are called wise phones, and they have every function of a normal phone, but without internet access.
Like I think that's a good idea. Like I think that there could be a culture behind that. Like maybe that's where like when hipsters have their comeback, it will be lo-fi culture.
What do you mean by lo-fi culture?
Well, I'm saying they won't be using the internet on their phones, and they'll be like, they already like record players over MP3s. Like maybe they'll just use
and Polaroids over iPhone cameras.
So maybe they'll get rid of the internet, and that will be how they make their comeback because they can't admit that they were scared off. See, my theory is, guys, that I believe that the reason hipster culture died off is because none of them had the balls to wear a "Make America Great Again" hat, ironically, and so they stared it in the face and they blinked first. And then they just poof, they were gone.
It's a completely foreign concept to people these days that a subversive kind of subculture could grow anywhere but digitally, at all.
Yeah.
Like people don't have any concept that a culture could grow in real life between real people.
Put up flyers in the laundromat by you.
But that's something else that the book talks about. So the fault of the left is that they're self-defeating. The fault of the right is that they keep longing for this time in the past where things were better, and you're never gonna get there.
Yeah,
like you're never gonna get there. Like stop trying to cripple yourself technologically.
It's funny too because
embrace the technology. Just be moral.
But the left is the one that pushes nostalgia, but the right is the one that seems to be hopeful for a time long since past. I identify more and more with that phrase that I keep talking about. The world you were born into no longer exists. Yeah. That phrase resonates with me more and more every day, and not in the sense that I feel like I'm nostalgic for that time period, but almost a bit sad. Because nostalgia would kind of insinuate that you think that you can get back there in some way, and I don't think you can ever get back there. But is that just the innocence of, was it Molyneux who said like you wish that he could vomit up the red pill? Who was the one that said they wish they could vomit up the red pill? Like there's days where I wish that I could just unsee a lot of the crap that I see in the world.
The blue pill.
Yes, exactly.
I don't feel the same usually, but maybe it'll just take more time.
This is where then I make this, well, when you're older, you'll get it, Mary. You'll get it. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.